Paul Vario, a notorious figure in the annals of American crime history, was born in 1914 in New York City. His life, deeply intertwined with the underbelly of organized crime, offers a stark window into the world of the mafia in the 20th century. Vario's journey into the criminal world was shaped by his early life and upbringing in Brooklyn, a melting pot of immigrant cultures and, at the time, a breeding ground for organized crime. Growing up in a poor Italian-American family, Vario was exposed to the harsh realities of life in a tough neighborhood. The streets of Brooklyn in the early 20th century were rife with poverty, and for many young men like Vario, the allure of the mafia offered a semblance of power and prosperity. These environments often served as fertile recruiting grounds for the mafia, which capitalized on the desperation and ambition of young men. Vario's initiation into the world of crime began with petty thefts and small-time hustles. His natural leadership qualities and ruthless demeanor quickly caught the attention of the Lucchese crime family, one of the 5 families that dominated organized crime in New York City. Under the tutelage of the family's bosses, Vario ascended through the ranks, proving himself to be both a reliable and a formidable mobster. Within the Lucchese family, Vario's role evolved over the years. He was instrumental in several key operations, including loan sharking, illegal gambling, and extortion. His knack for running and enforcing the family's interests earned him a reputation as a valuable and feared member. Vario's ability to navigate the complex hierarchy and politics of the mafia world further solidified his position. He was known for his tactical thinking, which was crucial in the family's expansion and control over various illegal ventures. Vario's responsibilities within the Lucchese family also extended to nurturing and overseeing younger members, including the infamous Henry Hill, whose life story later inspired the film Goodfellas. This mentorship and grooming of new members was vital in maintaining the family's stronghold in the criminal underworld. Paul Vario's criminal career, marked by a series of high-profile activities, paints a vivid picture of the mafia's operations in the mid-20th century America. As a key figure in the Lucchese crime family, Vario was involved in various illicit enterprises that not only fortified the family's power, but also left an indelible mark on the criminal landscape of the United States. One of the mainstays of Vario's illicit activities was loan sharking. He ran extensive and profitable loan sharking operations, lending money at exorbitant interest rates. This not only earned significant profits for the family, but also expanded their influence in the business world. In addition to loan sharking, Vario was heavily involved in illegal gambling, a lucrative venture for the mafia. His control over illegal gambling dens and rackets across New York City contributed substantially to the Lucchese family's wealth. Vario's illegal endeavors also included labor and union racketeering. He exercised substantial control over various unions, particularly in the construction and transportation sectors, using his influence to extort money and gain contracts for businesses under his control. This manipulation of unions became a significant source of income and power for the Lucchese crime family under Vario's guidance. One of the most notable cases linked to Vario was the Lufthansa heist at John F. Kennedy International Airport in 1978. Although not directly involved, it was conducted by his associates, including the infamous Jimmy Burke. This heist, one of the largest cash thefts in American history at the time, further cemented Vario's reputation in the criminal underworld. Vario's relationships with other notable mafia figures were complex. He maintained a network of alliances and connections that was crucial for his operations. His influence over young mobsters, most notably Henry Hill, was significant. Vario was a mentor to Hill, guiding him through the ranks of the mafia world. Hill's later cooperation with the FBI and the subsequent revelations about the inner workings of the mafia, as depicted in the film Goodfellas, highlighted the depth of Vario's influence in organized crime. Despite his powerful status, Vario's career in the mafia was not without challenges. He navigated through internal rivalries and power struggles within the Lucchese family. His ability to maintain alliances, as well as to deal with the rivalries, was a testament to his savvy and understanding of the complex dynamics of the mafia hierarchy. Paul Vario's criminal career, marked by decades of illegal activities, eventually attracted the intense scrutiny of law enforcement agencies. The efforts to apprehend and prosecute Vario were long and arduous, reflecting the challenges faced in tackling organized crime in the United States. The FBI and local police departments, aware of Vario's status within the Lucchese crime family, kept a close watch on his activities. However, Vario was known for his cautious approach to criminal endeavors, often staying in the shadows and using associates to carry out the family's operations. This made gathering concrete evidence against him challenging. Despite these difficulties, Vario faced several arrests and trials over the years. His first significant legal battle came in the late 1970s, when he was convicted on charges of extortion and fraud. These convictions were largely due to the testimony of witnesses who had been involved in his illegal operations. The credibility of these witnesses, often former associates or lower-ranking members of the mafia, played a crucial role in securing convictions against Vario. As law enforcement techniques became more sophisticated and the legal pressure increased, cracks began to appear in Vario's once unassailable criminal empire. The most significant blow came in the early 1980s, when Vario was convicted on charges related to narcotics trafficking. This conviction was a turning point, marking the beginning of his decline in the criminal world. The circumstances leading to his final arrest and conviction were a culmination of persistent law enforcement efforts and the changing landscape of organized crime. The RICO Act, a powerful legal tool, was instrumental in this process, enabling the prosecutors to target the broader criminal enterprise rather than just individual acts. Vario's life in prison was a stark contrast to his days of power and influence. Incarcerated in a federal prison, he was no longer the formidable mafia figure, but rather an inmate serving time for his crimes. His health deteriorated during his imprisonment, and the once feared mobster faced the reality of living out his final years behind bars. Paul Vario died in prison in 1988, marking the end of an era in the history of organized crime. His death signified not just the fall of a once powerful mafia figure, but also highlighted the relentless pursuit of justice by law enforcement agencies against organized crime. Vario's life and eventual downfall underscore the complexities and challenges in dismantling criminal networks and serve as a testament to the enduring efforts to uphold the law. If you found this journey into the life of Paul Vario intriguing, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most fascinating figures. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.